What's going on, beautiful people? Your boy Terrence Gibson. Out and about. Sit down here chilling. Hey, a lot of things in life you won't know that you really like until you change your mentality. That's the biggest thing. It's the main thing keeping a lot of you. Because even though there's a lot of people joining, there's always going to be more people that don't join you than do join you. That could be in your circle, your warm circle, your cold circle. Well, it wouldn't be a circle if it was cold, but some people do have cold circles. Or your warm, say your warm market or your open market, or the cold market. You know, people that you may know or might not know or know of you, but you're introducing yourself to them for the first time. And then your warm market is everybody that knows you. So, I'm sorry, I just got paused because it's just so beautiful out here. You got to work on that mentality. That's going to be the thing that's going to change you. It's going to change your destiny. It's going to change where you at right now. It's going to change how you view where you at right now. So a lot of people right now don't see nothing wrong with the situation that they're in. But you got all these dreams on the wall, but you ain't never did nothing about any of them. And it doesn't really take much more to attain your dreams than to get your butt up. Just to get your butt up and do something. And I like to just look at a lot of different aspects of social network. That movie's out there for everybody to see. Look how rich Zuckerberg is. First he had a website, Joking Jokers. Then it blew up. Had a meeting with some dudes. Of course, I know he took back from that meeting some of the stuff they was going to do with their website, and he put it into his website and made Facebook. But hey, it is what it is. He paid them dudes when he was smaller. Small? You say small, because compared to what he is now, he was small. Paid them dudes off, and now look at life. One website. Well, two now, because he brought Instagram. When you can boss up enough to buy Instagram, you'd have made it. But he's a human. These are just things that people can do right now that may bring in more money than that. Because there's a lot of people coming out now and they're just taking over with new technology. Taking the world by storm. Like I said on another video. Remember, you would think that eBay was better than Amazon. But Bezos went to work. He changed up what he was doing. Started buying warehouses and holding people's stuff for him, and he just took eBay. Now, eBay is still a very rich company, but you can't compare the two no more. You can't compare nothing with Amazon, actually, to tell you the truth. Actually, Amazon is beating down Walmart, and it's a website. If you really look at it, I mean, shoot, what he's making is more than what all the children are making put together. So you just got to go up there and do what you do. One thing I was thinking about that, because, every time I think of something, it's always going to be more of a spiritual than a natural. And I just zone off and be like, man, never thought I would really want to do a certain thing. But then when you come out to something and you're like, man, I'm going to have to add one of those to my portfolio. I was looking at the gentleman over there cleaning out his boat. Probably just had it on town. Family was out just enjoying life. But you out in the middle of that when you had that boat. And coming from a young brother like me, coming from South 52nd Street, I mean, it's not a lot that we seen. And it's a lot of people I know and a lot of people I grew up with. And, like what they say, mentality even takes you a long time to even let people into your circle because of things that you went through. So I'm going to give you a life lesson, and I'm going to teach you how to boss up at the same time, because you need both. You can't just be a boss and a butthead at the same time. Your lifestyle, your mentality, and your mental attributes that go into your mentality got to match. You know what I'm saying? You can't just be a butthead. There's a lot of buttheads and nobody want to deal with them. You know what I'm saying? Your success only going to last for a certain amount of time. So I don't care what you look like. Sooner or later, you're going to fall. So everything has to go together. And there's a lot of reason why my circle's so small, because where I'm from, a lot of my people that, you know, that I thought we was going to be friends to the end, they ain't here no more. Not here no more. Matter of fact, all of them. To the point, all of them. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy. It's just, when you think about it, I mean, even to cousins. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. And that's why sometimes you got to have your mentality got to super shift. When you come from 52nd Street and JBM running everything, people getting shot every 20 seconds on every block, drugs here, crack there, kids are not living past 19. Everything got to shift when you grow from somewhere like that. Everything. So the best thing I could do was when I joined the Army. I got the heck on. When I joined the Army, everything changed. My whole mentality shifted just going to basic. Just looking at the different parts of everything that I ain't seen before. And I was like, wow, there's not walls around Philadelphia. There are not walls around Philadelphia. No walls around nothing that you're in, other than a jail cell. And for some people, that don't last forever. And if you in a point right now where you watching this video and you about to put yourself in that situation, dude, the judge don't work for you. The judge don't work for you and the jury don't work for you. Stop doing dumb stuff to create funds. You can do easy stuff and boss up. These people out here boss. I don't know what their lifestyle, but I can guarantee you that they ain't selling no drugs and they ain't robbing no banks to get this stuff. Can't guarantee it, but you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they would have been hit this spot. Shooters, cops, and everything everywhere. So if they do know they doing it, they just watching them so they can get the big fish. That mean FBI and the DEA on them. But you know, just saying a lot of that to say, you know, your mentality got to shift. It has to shift. And I was just thinking of like that, you know. Before I just seen boats and then really wouldn't care. But now I'm like, dude, I need to get me one of them joints, especially one of them joints like where you can go down in the bottom. Mostly like his. Because you can be up top on the deck on top. Then you can be on the second deck and you can go under. Where normally a bed or something on that joint. And just cruise, man. And just live. This life is about living. I've seen so many. I'm double the age of most of the people I was the closest to. Actually, I'm more than double the age. And it just makes your mentality shift like crazy. You got to shift your mentality and you got to bring your mentality to where you at. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, I can't just still be Philadelphia hood everywhere I go because people won't receive me. I can't act like I come from a neighborhood where only people look like me live there. And only time you seen my other brothers who are a lot lighter than me is when they was driving the bus through there. Because they didn't live in that neighborhood. And I don't blame them because I didn't want to live in that neighborhood. But that is where I was at. That's where I broke. That was my beginnings. And I had to take them the way that I got them. But I didn't have to stay there. I'm not there now. You know what I'm saying? So you're never stuck in a situation unless you're in jail. So the best thing to do is boss up in ways but it don't lead you to jail. And that's what I like about social media, because you never know who might see this video. You never know who might share this video. You never know who might need this video. I'm telling you, God got some plans for us, and everybody has a piece of the pie. That's why this like what we do, there's no competition. I'm not competing with the next man. I want you to grow. I don't care if we in two different companies doing the same thing. Yo, bro, go boss up. I'm a boss up over here, you boss up over there. There's a slice of the pie for me, just like there's a slice of the pie for you. I don't have no time trying to compete with nobody. That's why you don't see in my videos mentioning no other companies. There's no sense. Why? Let them go boss them. Somebody got to pay their bills over there. Why would I want somebody to build a company, get to the point where they go out and buy a mansion and 2 yachts, and then the company fall because we dissing them, and they still got to pay their bills? Nah, We go throw a party. How about, a collaboration party? You know what I'm saying? That's just what it's about, man. It's all love. All love. I ain't competing with nobody. Not the next man. You know who I compete with? The dude that you watching right there on that video. That's it. That's my competition. That's the hardest fight of my life right there. Compete with that dude to make him greater than what he is. And that's the way it's always going to be. And that's the way it's always going to be. So we got enough competition just looking in the mirror. So we don't need to be competing with each other. And we need to sit in that mirror like Michael Jackson said a long time ago and check that man out in the mirror or woman out in the mirror and ask them to change their ways so you can change their mentality. So we can go ahead and live this life, man. It's too much life to be living. I'm trying to tell you, like I said, I don't know what God did with this water. But when you near this water, it's like everything lifts. I don't know what's in it. I never read the books on the spiritual aspects of the water and you standing next to the water and coming with a whole bunch of things on your mind. Like I'm living a life of no stress. I ain't got no time to be stressed about nothing because while I'm stressed, I'm missing opportunities. Stress stops you from seeing opportunities. So coming to a place like this, and if we move to a place like this, oh my God, you know how you can sit on the end of that boardwalk right there, just on that little thing, and write like 20 books. Your mind be so clear, you could write 20 books. You can start with the first boat. It'd be a FBI movie about, somebody swindling stuff into the country with a boat. Or you can go to the next one and it'd be like, a boat racing, NASCAR type deal with boats. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I'm just thinking of this on the top of my head, just looking at the boats and talking to y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm not writing no book like that, but it's just the stuff that comes to you when you out here is just crazy. It's crazy. Say if I don't film Bad Boys Part 5 and put Will Smith and Martin Lawrence and they in a boat chasing jokers around in the ocean that's trying to sell drugs, you think people won't go see that? Yes, they would. I'll let Will pay for it, though. He from Philly. He from up the street. And that's another thing. There's so many people in my small circle of where I was born. There's too many people that's either close to being a billionaire. I mean, you think about it. 5 blocks up was Will Smith. Right around the corner was the youngsters. And on the same block, Troy Carter. He was with Too Many. Start working with Will Smith. Then he branched off to Bad Boy. And then he was the manager for like Biggie Smalls and Lil' Kim and all them. And then he went and became Lady Gaga's manager. And I'm not saying it was all easy the way I'm putting it together, but I'm just giving you a small point. And then he went from Lady Gaga's manager to being in Silicon Valley and investing. I don't know how rich the cat is now. We still Facebook friends, but I mean, shoot, we ain't hanging together like that. Because he didn't stretch his money and went and left. But this is all the people within our region. There's no reason that they can't do it. I mean, think about it. When they was rappers, they sucked. So rapping just wasn't his thing. But rapping put him in the midst of knowing all those people, and he became an awesome manager. He still got the Adam Factory, I believe. I know it still exists. John Legend manager. Mindless Misfits. Lady Gaga was just like the biggest one, but John Legend is the man. I mean, shoot. But to be a manager over somebody like Lady Gaga, shoot. The money you make off of that, like he did the smart thing, he invested it. But his mentality he was always different. Because while a lot of people was out there selling drugs, this dude was getting on the bus and going to King of Prussia. We used to talk on the corner before he went to go to work. Talk on the corner, like, what you doing? He showed me his checks. Like, yo, man, I'm making real money. I'm not going to be around here. We about to drop this album soon. Life is about to change. I'm like, man, that's what I want. And a lot of people don't know this about me, but at the age of 14, I had a deal with Motown. T-Bone. That's why I have it on my other hat. I got it tattooed on my arm. That's my rap name, T-Bone. Had a song called Mr. Addiction, talking about drugs. I mean, what else for me to rap about? That's all that's around me. Talking about drugs. Then we had a song called She Got It Going On. So my mom liked it, Mr. Addiction, Then we did She Got It Going On. So I'm 14 years old. I'm in the studio. My dad with me. We in there cussing, 14. My mom heard that. She went crazy. She took that tape. Because of the tape, I'm telling my age. Put some oil on it, went in the closet. Man, everything fell apart. Producer just got lost. Rob Weird, who came out with Fatherless Bastard in Philly. You can find that on YouTube. He stopped dealing with us because our Connect was our producer. And he was paying for everything. Everything just fell apart. Everything just fell apart from there. But that don't mean you stop going. I have way more failures than I have victories. Way more failures. But that mean I'm going to stop going? No. Me and my wife were laughing about it the other day while we was out here. Because, God is blessing us tremendously through this manifesting and all the other things that we have going on. But the way that this company is working, because, I've been trying to do online marketing since 98. And she was joking because in the military, we was in Germany. We just got to Germany. Computers a little hard to, really figure out. Had an email address. I joined a company called Six Figure Income, and it's still around today. And I logged in. I couldn't figure out how to pay. I couldn't figure out how to do nothing. But my email address, my email account had like 700,000 emails in it saying this person has joined you. This person has joined your team. This person. So they was joining me and joining other people that was promoting back in the day. So come to find out years later, I never did nothing about it. I just had to just drop that Hotmail account because I didn't know nothing about that or how to use it. Come a few years later when I figured out what was going on, when I finally was about to join Amway, Six Figure Income had already made 3,000 millionaires. And I joined it the day it opened. So Lord knows where we should have been at that time. But it didn't happen. But am I going to sit there and cry boo-hoo between my legs? No. Like I was chasing one coin when Bitcoin was $100. I didn't know nothing about Bitcoin, didn't know nothing about OneCoin, but I know one thing, Bitcoin kept going and OneCoin got shut down by the Korean government. Should I cry about that? No. You just keep moving on. You keep moving on. And shoot, matter of fact, let's just make it even closer. A month ago, was it a month and a half? My son joined a coin called Safe Moon, and he only threw $17 in it playing around with it. You know what I'm saying? Because he's in a lot of crypto, and he just like, let me just put a little bit of money in and see what it's going to do. Man, that $17 turned into $30,000. If I'd have known about that company at that time, I would have dropped at least like 500 in there. But I mean, I wouldn't have known it was going to do what it did. But if I'd have known that he thought that company was going to do something, I would have dropped 500 in there. So, and I got some money, some cryptocurrencies. I try to find the ones that's got like a 3, 4, 5, 6 zeros, and I put money in those. And then just wait. It's a holding thing. Nothing is overnight. You gotta have patience, and that's a virtue. And the Lord took me through a long process. That's what I'm saying. I'm telling you my process. That's why I'm so patient. And people wonder why the dude just be on there just having fun and enjoying life and just not stressed about nothing. Nah, I got patience. Even in the working world, I had patience. If I didn't get the promotion the time I wanted, I mean, at first I used to be hissy fit because I was younger. But as I got older, I just had patience. I remember it was so funny. I was a sergeant for a little while. And I'm going to stop talking so long because I go on and on and on. That's what us preachers do. I was a sergeant for a while in the sheriff's office. And I know I wasn't supposed to make lieutenant at that time. I mean, had people there 20-something years. I mean, I was only there, what was that, 2014? I made sergeant. So I was there 4 years. So I'm trying to get promoted to lieutenant. All these sergeants have been there 20-something years or more, close to retirement. And I'm like, man, I should be there before them. So they start getting promoted one at a time, lieutenant. Then I was walking with one lieutenant that just got promoted. And me and the chief, who's no longer there no more neither, her and the chief was walking, and he stopped and said, hey, you know you got him because you're the only one that's going to do the job. And I'm sitting there like, don't this dude know my name on the list? I was like, oh, no. Took it to the closet. And when I say take it to the closet, I mean I just take it to God. My closet is wherever I'm at. My closet is right out here. You know what I'm saying? I took it to God. I was like, this dude going to say that in front of me? I said, do he know who he talking to? Lord, do he know who he talking to? You know what I'm saying? Do he know who he's talking to? So, lo and behold, still stay patient. 6 months later, a whole lot of people get demoted, and I get promoted to lieutenant. And then, rode that for about, a year and a half. And I was like, yeah, I wasn't so sure about captain, but it's like God put me in the right places at the right time. So captain is going to come. It just had to come, you know what I'm saying? Because I was just right there. I stayed in support all the time. So that means I worked for the sheriff and everybody else most of the time. Most of the day I was sitting there with him and his administrators doing stuff that they needed to be done. So my name was always on the blotter. So waited about a year, I think about a year and some change, and then made captain. But lo and behold, made captain in August, who knew I was going to make major in January? I was like, that was just too much too fast. Because the last people before me, and that's what I'm saying, you got to boss up. You can do things that nobody else did. The people that were making major before me, I'm talking about sergeants at first that was there 20 years. And any department you look at, sergeants, 20 years. That's happy. And you're doing good being a sergeant at 20 years. But I'm at 9 years now, and I'm at major. So I'm like running in jail in the same rank that my people before me that knew everything was there 23, 24, 25, 26 years before they made major. Some people made major just long enough to have it for 2 years so they get paid as a major when they retire. So he did that for me in 9 years. So that's what I'm saying. I mean, God is it's crazy amazing the things that he does. And you just give your will over to him and just let him live your life. Because the thing is, he's not going to tell me to go left or go right. I need to know if I need to go left or right. He's not going to tell me I need to live in Massachusetts, or I need to live in UK, or I need to live in, what's the name? That happened back in the day because they had to get the gospel to where they needed to be. I just need to be of him wherever I'm at. And a lot of people don't understand that. As long as you represent him, you always going to have him on your side. And I'm sorry, my mind is just so clear. It's just, when you out here, it's just like, man, like I said, I don't know what it is. You could just talk for days and days and days. You can start off with one subject and come to another one, and they all connected. Life is connected. What you did when you was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 was probably the most important years of your life, because some of the stuff that you did or didn't do or happened to you between them years are still affecting you today. If you didn't get loved the right way, if you wasn't taught how to be a man, if you wasn't taught how to be loved, or by and that's the other thing. Dads, you are the most important thing to the family. That's why God made you the head, and it's a spiritual head. It's not a dictatorship, but it is when it comes to the kids, is a whoopership. You need to get up in their butt, and you need to make sure that they're doing what they're supposed to do, because you are the one that molds them. You mold your sons, you mold your daughters. You mold your son on how they're supposed to teach their wife, and you mold your daughters on how they expect to be treated. And you're supposed to live in front of them. You're supposed to live life in front of them. Like, I met a lady when I was buying my wife some flowers for Mother's Day, and she was just listening to the conversation we was having, and she says, I'm 66 years old, and I never learned from my parents on how to be a wife. They never showed emotions around me. They never showed love. I never even seen them kiss. I said, ma'am, since my kids was small, I was smacking my white butt in front of them, giving them kisses, giving her hugs, chasing her around the hallway, calling her sexy all the time, calling her beautiful. I didn't do nothing, but matter of fact, I didn't probably call my daughters pretty girl more than I even called them their names. You know what I'm saying? Call my sons handsome more than I called them their names. So that they know that they got a father in the house that's going to sit there. Well, they got a dad, because the father, when we talking spiritual, we know it's only one father. We know it's one father. Even though I'm a natural father, I'm always going to give glory to God for being who he is. So knowing that I was there to mold them and tell them about themselves, they know who they are. They know who they are. So I feel sorry for the ones that got to deal with them that's coming half standard. But you ain't going to come half standard, because after you talk to me, because in order to see me, to see them, you got to see me. And I don't have to tell my kids that. They come back and bring these people to me. You know what I'm saying? They bring them. Like my daughter, there's a guy that want to, like my daughter just went to the prom. She said he wants to go on the prom. When y'all available so he can meet y'all? I didn't schedule that. She scheduled that. But she know. She knows she wants him to come in front of me and see if I'm going to give her approval. And once I gave her approval, she was happy as crap. Because she already liked the guy. But she wasn't going to really, really like him until I gave my approval. Because I know who's good for my daughter and who's not. And it's awesome that they still give me that same respect. Because they trust what I feel for them. Because they know their mom always walking around smiling and happy-go-lucky. So that's what they want for themselves. But it's a mentality thing, man. You had to come out of everything that you was part of to get to that point. And the best mentality shifter is the Lord. And he made all this. That's what I'm saying. You got to go to the Lord and enjoy the Lord. Enjoy his creations. People are his creation. Enjoy it all. And then you'll learn to find you in the midst of it all. But we can't just stay where we were. We always got to evolve. And I'm not saying involved in something crazy, involved in something good. Involved to that light that shines on the hill that can't be hid, that God wanted us all to be. And you can do that so many different ways. And you need spiritual and you need natural to do both. You know what I'm saying? You need spiritual and natural. Because I could be spiritual all day, but I ain't gonna go get no boat without no natural. Unless some kind of way that, I go lead somebody to the Lord and be like, you know what, I told God, whoever leads to the Lord, I'm gonna get a boat. But shoot, if I go looking for that person, I'm just doing it for the boat. You know what I'm saying? So no, don't even worry about that. But if it happened and I didn't go look for him for that, I'm keeping the boat. But anyway, hey, it's your boy Terrence Gibson, man. I'm out here chilling. Just chilling. And just looking at the people as they go by, living life, going out here, going to go get to their boats, go hit this water. Yeah, it's beautiful, man. You can't beat it. You can't beat it. You need to go find yourself a shore somewhere and sit on it and contemplate everything in life. Start all the way back to when you was a child and bring yourself all the way up to where you are now. And just analyze everything. Take you a pen and pad if you need one. Write it all down, jot it all down, figure out where you were, figure out why you make decisions you make, figure out why you like what you like. If you like all the wrong things, figure it all out. Why you addicted to this, why you addicted to that. You'll see it in your childhood. All of this stuff started when you was a child. All this stuff started when you was a child. Because a lot of people are trying things. And you know the difference between my parents let me do this when I was young, now I'm going to do it all now. That's just your stupidity. But a lot of people didn't have that choice. They watched it being done or saw it being done, and it was part of their environment. And a lot of people got addicted to stuff like that. Or a lot of people like me, the more I seen it, the more it just irked my soul. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. I can't trace back how far salvation, but I know I talked to God a lot growing up. That's why I only traced my salvation to April 1st, 1995, because I remember Deacon Brundage, I remember the Bible, I remember us talking, and I remember me saying I understand I need Jesus Christ to take over as Lord of my life, even though I was searching for him way before that. So salvation could have came a long time before that, because a lot of things that I could have did that I didn't do because I knew I wanted to find him and be more like him. So you never know. But one thing I know now, I know salvation is in my life. So I'm going to enjoy this part until I enjoy that part. You dig me? Hey, it's your boy Terrence Gibson, man. Love y'all. Go find you a getaway spot and just go. Contemplate everything, write it down, and come back different. All right, love y'all.